Hi guys, what are you manifesting for Lionsgate Portal? You most probably know it's a very auspicious day for manifestation, for bringing in your dreams, anchoring in powerful energy that supports you to bring your vision into existence. So I thought I'm going to do a tarot pick a card reading for you to tune in and see what's in store. Hi, my name is Verena and I welcome you to my channel. I'm talking about all sorts of spirituality, manifestation, tarot, astrology, all that is dear to my heart. And I'd say let's start. The piles and their time steps are found in the description box below. And if you've chosen pile 1, stick along. Oh wow, you are a lucky girl or guy. You are manifesting the power of joy with this little Maitreya, with this little Buddha, holding a rainbow up with his hands. That's a beautiful card. So there's a lot of orange, red, and yellow, and also all the other colors because of the rainbow. So, but red is the most dominant. So let's see. I'm not going to read the card yet. If I get a go later on, I will do. I'm going to read today with the Light Seer's Tarot. So let's see. It's such a beautiful card. The power of joy. So maybe you were missing a little bit of joy in your life, you know, having been through some, challenges. And you were praying for a change. So let's see, pile number 1. Still have my vacuum cleaner in the back. I wanted to remove that, but I forgot. Anyway, pile number 1, what are you manifesting? Lionsgate Portal, which energies are coming through for you? There's already 1. I want to have 3 cards, and then we see if we need more along the way. This one's calling. Okay. Is there another one? 4. Oh, we have the 7 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So if you've been waiting for something, you have given your energy towards something over an extended amount of time, praying for something, wanting to bring some stability into, can be a project, a relationship, building something that has a solid base so it can grow high into the space. Okay, interesting. Okay, so the first card I turn around, don't be scared, is our friend, the devil. The second card which came out is the Queen of Pentacles. And the third card is the Page of Cups with that flying pig in the air. So let me see, I want to get 3 more cards as a clarifier. Or do I already get? So there is, let me see, what's the devil about? What's the devil about? What is the devil about? What is this person manifesting for Lionsgate Portal? Power of joy. Oh, okay, interesting. 1 more. Okay. So underneath the devil, we have the Emperor. And it was really interesting because I was drawn to her sort of horns. And you know that the devil we depict with normally, I think, 2 horns, and there as well. So that's an interesting thing happening here. Oh, the last card which came out is the 10 of Cups, underneath the Page of Cups. And underneath the Queen of Pentacles, we have this little Page of Swords. So give me a moment. So you're manifesting power of joy. That's what we said in the beginning. But what I'm getting here is you felt like stuck. You felt very like sort of, when somebody's feet feel like they're cemented into the ground, like the sand, which is like pulling you in. You felt really, really stuck by something. It can be like a mindset. I mean, the devil is always speaking for a limiting mindset, an addiction, a heaviness of some sort. It can be some negative emotions even to somebody, like being angry about something that didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out. Could have been, because we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor, it could have been around the topic, and we had the Seven of Pentacles in the beginning showing up. It could have been around a project, something you wanted to build up, and for some reason, something went wrong. It could also be that someone didn't take a situation too serious, and you felt like you've been played in some way, shape, or form. That somebody maybe wasn't honest. Like this is, yeah. This is really speaking to me. Like you can see this, there's the horns. And then we have them here, and we have them on the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I want to go, because it's really sticking out to me. So I want to look into it. Give me a second. Hold on for a moment. Maybe you want to connect to your little Buddha, your little Maitreya Buddha. Wait, can I do it like this while I'm... Oh no. No, it won't work. Anyway. Woo. Yeah, let's see. Horns, whether on the devil, mythological figures or animals, carry rich symbolic meanings that vary across cultures, religions, and psychological interpretations. Horns on the devil, primal instinct, animal nature. Horns often symbolize raw, instinctive, animalistic drives, such as lust, aggression, or dominance. On the devil, they represent a being ruled by basic instincts rather than higher consciousness. Power and rebellion. Horns can symbolize defiance against divine authority. In Christian mythology, the devil is often seen as the ultimate rebel, the fallen angel, and the horns signal this rejection of divine order. Fear and otherness. Visually, horns make the devil as something other, unnatural, or monstrous. It's a way to invoke fear or highlight evil. Pagan origin. Many images of the devil with horns were adapted from pagan deities like the Celtic Cernunnos, I love him, or the Greek Pan, who both had horns and were associated with fertility, nature, and freedom. Christianity demonizes these figures, transforming life-affirming symbols into signs of devil. Spiritual power. Horns were worn by gods, kings, and warriors to represent divine or royal authority and strength. They are being also connected to the natural world, to fertility, wildness, and life, death. So we have them coming up 3 times. So it could be that there was something about dominion, control, and something going on which was not good in the past. Could have been also that you were acting out. But we want to also see it as a sign of fertility. You know, everything always has its opposites. It's yin and yang. It's not only one side of the coin. So let's see. So we looked into that, and then sort of we get these 3 cards on the other end. Page of Cups, Page of Swords, 10 of Cups. So there, and we have, look at that, how beautiful. We have the double rainbow. So there's definitely some beautiful times ahead. The rainbow is a bridge, they say, from, into the other world. So you might be transitioning into that phase of joy, of happiness. It could be having to do with relationships, that there's somebody coming in for you, that there's communication happen with somebody, the exchange of feelings. I'm called to tell you, because we have the pig, the swine, flying high, and his feet are above his head, and here also somebody's sort of distracted in a sense. So don't lose focus, stay connected, like have a vision, have a dream, but don't lose your ground. That's something super, super important, especially also having the Queen of Pentacles here. She's somebody who's deeply grounded into the cycles of nature, into prosperity, wealth, well-being, nurturing, loving mother, loving wife, maybe also a businesswoman, who knows. Yeah, she just is so deeply connected to the earth. So there's a call out for don't lose stability, because Seven of Pentacles was here. It's important to keep solid ground underneath your feet. Yeah, and we have the Emperor here as well. So is there anything else I shall tell you? I think no, to be honest. With the flying pig here, I feel it's a really lucky phase for you. The pig is a sign for luck, and also I think abundance, and having the 10 of Cups finishing your reading. So there's that is the ultimate card. Like that couple, I mean, what more can you wish for? Joyful, happy, emotional, satisfying times with loved ones, with a partner. That's beautiful. And I'm going to read as a final, before we close off, I'm going to read what this little Maitreya Buddha want to tell you. To find your desired outcome, follow the path of joy. Your life's purpose is supported by the joy and passion you feel when you're thinking about or working on your purpose. The joy you feel within relationships keeps them alive, exciting and growing. Okay, so there is something about relationships. The joy that comes from your hobbies gives you extra energy. Of all the emotions, joy has the highest energy vibration. Joy has the power to remove all obstacles and attract all of what you need. Joy reminds us that we needn't suffer at all. We can fulfill our purpose, help ourselves and others, and heal through the power of joy. Additional meanings for this card: stay positive and filled with faith to manifest your desires into reality. Find the humor in this situation, enjoy a good laugh, develop hobbies that bring you pleasure. To find your life's purpose, do what brings you joy. Okay. All right, guys. I mean, that was a beautiful reading. I mean, we had some, stuff showing up, but the outcome you're entering, you're manifesting through the Lionsgate portal. So if you want to manifest something and you don't know how, write it all down in the present tense. It's like, I am in a beautiful relationship with my soulmate. I am having the most fulfilling job. I am living in my dream home. And write all of that down. This can also be like dream home energy, like moving somewhere, manifesting a house, manifesting a beautiful, relationship, moving in with somebody. I also see a ship in the distance, like really in the distance. So maybe also, you know, if you want to travel, write it all down and then meditate on it, because we have Maitreya here, the future Buddha. Imagine sending it off on a rainbow into the spirit realm. So, and then feel like it's already there, feel like it's been already received, feel like you already live it, and then see the magic happen. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, joining this channel. Subscribe to it, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to have a private reading, send me a message. I'm offering readings, private tarot readings. I offer astrology, energy healing, mentoring, and coaching. So if that's something that speaks to you, you need support on your journey, let me know. And other than that, I see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye. Hi, pile 2. Lionsgate, what are you manifesting? You chose the pile number 2, as I just said. So let's see. Okay. You're manifesting to drink more water. Oh, shoot. So what that can mean besides drinking more water is looking after your health and your emotions. Water is also connected to our emotional state of well-being, to the flow, to how much we trust life, health, well-being, fertility in a sense as well. So it's interesting. I thought about going to the waterfall today, and now this beautiful waterfall is showing up. I want to read the card. Maybe we get some more hints. Maybe you were looking to look into health. I can recommend you, making a bottle of, warm water in the morning. I put in today lemongrass, cloves, ginger, and cinnamon, and just put it on your desk where you work, at work or at home, wherever, and drink it during the day. If you have it there, you tend to more easier drink it than if you need to get up every time to refill your cup. Saying that, I'm gonna have a sip. And I don't know the exact number, but our body is mostly, how do you say? I think we're 80% water or something like that. And water transmit also electricity. And if we, like our thoughts, like we are electromagnetic beings, so we need the water to also function properly. All of our mind, all of our impulses, everything. We need that carrier, let's say it like that. So if your body is dehydrated, you can feel that. You're like, oh, I'm getting dizzy. Because nothing is sort of working properly anymore. So make sure you drink enough water. This card comes to you as a sign that your body is thirsty for pure water. Symptoms such as fatigue, difficulty in concentrating, irritation, and excessive hunger. Yeah, I read about that sometimes we misunderstand our body signals and we think we're hungry and actually we're thirsty. Water helps you flush harsh energies and toxins that your sensitive body might otherwise absorb. Bless your water before drinking it to give yourself a boost of positive energy. So you can purify your water. What I did, I bought it's a bamboo platter, and it has magnets inside, very, very strong magnets, and it's recalibrating. So whatever I put on it, it's recalibrating the shape of the water crystals to spring water quality, because I know it's so important that we have high quality water going into the body, as well as high quality food. So you can do that, or like put it on a symbol like the flower of life, or put crystals inside, or speak to it. You can also, if you know Masaru Emoto, you can also write a word like love, or I'm healthy, I'm abundant, I'm whatever, and write that on a piece of paper and put your water bottle on top. Let it sit for around 20 minutes and you will feel the difference. And if you don't believe that, check out Masaru Emoto, the water experiment. And then you will see, because he treated water with different words like some with love, joy, and others with hate and anger. And then they froze the water and they put the water crystals under a horoscope. No, it's not a horoscope. Telescope. And then they could see how deformed the ones were, which were on the ugly words, you know? So you can imagine if these words do that to water, what if you talk bad about yourself, think bad about yourself or about others, doesn't matter what it does to your own crystals in your body. Everything is interconnected. If you hold a lot of negativity thoughts about yourself, don't be surprised if you get an illness in the end, you know, because it's not coming from the outside, you're doing that to yourself. So always bless your thoughts, your mind, your actions, and ask to be purified. I oftentimes work with Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael, and when I feel I have a judgment or a negative emotion, I ask them to purify. I ask them to take it off me because I want to be a good human being and I want to be holding loving, positive thoughts and feelings towards myself and others. So if maybe that's something that's helping you or you need right now. Additional meanings: spend time near an ocean, a lake, or a river. Rainfall is significant. Buy a water purifier. Avoid drinking chemical-laden liquids such as sodas, coffee, or alcohol. Oh my God, I love coffee, but I know it's not the best. Sweat either through exercise, a steam bath, or a sweat lodge. Oshun is an African goddess of the rivers and the water. She helps women appreciate and enjoy their feminine beauty and sensuality. Both men and women can call upon Oshun for help with their romantic life, increased attractiveness, and self-esteem, and any situation involving the water or the flow of abundance. That's beautiful. Nice card you have there. And remember, we're talking about what you're manifesting for Lionsgate Portal. So let's see what the rest of the cards. What is pile number 2 manifesting for Lionsgate Portal? What is pile number 2 manifesting for Lionsgate Portal? Okay. And one more. I get to get some flowers. That's what I'm feeling for you. Oh, you're the King of Cups on the bottom. And he's the King of Water, the King of the emotions, the King of the water element. 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, wow. So we're starting off with the 9 of Pentacles, a card of success, a card of somebody like a woman or a man who are at the moment maybe single, but sort of accomplished, feeling good about themselves, enjoying what they've created, enjoying a nice life, maybe even a luxurious life, looking after themselves, going on retreats, going to massages, going to the spa. This one is looking into herbalism. So you might have, looked into doing a course or being out in nature a lot, cooking a lot, making your home nice, and also really learning about herbs and how you use them. And I feel with this bird, it's like a messenger coming in. And you're really invited also to look into herbalism. August is also the month of Virgo, and Virgo is connected to all of that, herbs and natural medicine and working with the earth. So maybe that's something you want to look into. The second card is this beautiful one, the Sun, which is one of the most beautiful and lucky cards in the tarot. And you have that coming out for what are you manifesting? So you're manifesting something amazing. Look at her, it's like, boom. It's like, how do you say, supernova, I believe is the word. So something is coming in for you. And we have the Ace of Wands, like a passionate, fiery beginning and a white bird flying there. I feel you going to receive a blessing in some way, shape, or form. coming to you, something you have been meditating on, something you have been connecting or communicating to spirit. It can be connected also to your health. Maybe you've been not so well and you get a good, you go to the doctor and they say, oh, your health is so much better. So that could be something as well. Could also have to do with digestion stuff. Inviting you, I mean, coming back to drink more water, inviting you also to eat more greens, to look more into incorporating herbs and supplements, healthy supplements into your food to create a healthy body. I worked in an Ayurvedic clinic and in a healing retreat center where people came for Ayurveda. So you might want to look into Ayurveda or into traditional Chinese medicine or into healthy nourishment for your body. That's what I'm getting really, and starting to enjoy it. I can only talk for myself, I moved house and I'm living up the mountain now where there's not a lot. Let's say it like this. And before I was always going out for food. I would go to small restaurants or I would do takeaway and stuff like that. And now I'm cooking and it's so good. It gives you that feeling of, first of all, you take the time for yourself. You take the time for appreciating the meal. Like I'm so appreciative when I sit down and enjoy my meal. And I'm like proud because I cook for myself and I love my food, and also the process of buying the ingredients, and then it's just like something which is grounding and nourishing, and also preparing these drinks for myself, back in the days I didn't take the time to do that, but I know it feels so good. It just gives me that feeling that I honor myself, I honor my body, I honor my health, I choose the best for myself, so I'm healthy, I look after my longevity, and yeah. I'm gonna choose 3 more cards. What additional message for? Okay, guys, what are you doing? 1 more, please. Okay. All right, I'm excited for you. We had the King of Cups showing up, now the Lovers come in underneath the 9 of Pentacles. So it could be that your singlehood comes to an end. If you're not single, it could be that you upgrade your relationship. The next card underneath the Sun is the King of Swords. And underneath the Ace of Wands, we have the 2 of Wands. So there's like a new possibility. There's something I said in your mind's eye, you were already planning that. You might plan a trip. So for the singles, I can see that there is somebody new coming in. A spiritual man, I have to say, a wise man, very connected to nature. He might love to, 2 of Cups. He might love to climb mountains, be out in nature, working with his hands. He could be from far away. He could be from a different background than you are. Be a very passionate union. I mean, we have the Ace of Wands, we have all that red in the background, we have the Sun, we have the 2 of Wands. So it could be very passionate, it could be very fiery, I have to say. And for those of you who don't have, or who already are in a partnership, you could also travel somewhere. With Oshun, like you could travel to a place like to Africa, or another continent where it's warm, where you have the ocean, where you have waterfalls. It could be a spiritual place where you also connect with meditation. And yeah, is there anything else? The readings today feel very quick and very... Spirit doesn't want to talk a lot today. It's not like, oh, I want to go deeply into... It's like a short on point energy. It's like, don't do too much blah blah around it, you know. Don't think too... Butterfly. Don't think too complicated. See it, feel it, do it. That's what I'm getting. See it, feel it, do it. Whatever comes, if it's a relationship, it's the troubles. Look, is it healthy for me? Also, like we have that body thing here. And then move forward. That's what I'm getting, guys. Quick and easy. That's what you're manifesting for Lionsgate Portal. Let me know if it resonated with you. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, or book a private reading. I would love to read for you to see even more deeper into situation. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. It means the world, and I see you hopefully soon. Bye. The Lionsgate, what are you manifesting? Pile number 3. I'm excited. Osiris, father, husband, brother, son. So, we'll see. I don't want to read the card, but we'll see what's coming out. Pile number 3, Spirit, what are they manifesting for Lionsgate Portal? What is pile number 3 manifesting? No. Yes. Yes. And one more. Ooh. Don't know if you saw that one jumping. Ah, interesting. Oh. Okay, I get 3 more cards. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, guys. What's going on here? Okay, this is a big situation. Let's see what's going on here. So the first of the cards which showed up is the 5 of Wands. A card of a little bit of turmoil, people having different viewpoints, different understandings of situation, maybe emotions are boiling up. Could have been a fight, could have been an argument, could have been also a creative sort of sitting together talking about stuff. And the next card is the Tower. So something is suddenly happening, something is crashing. So it could have been that you had an argument or something with your father, your husband, brother, son, and it sort of, you know, it was hitting like a lightning bolt. And the situation is at the moment, you're not speaking. There's some sort of a pause. There's some sort of the air hasn't cleared yet. That's what I'm getting. So everybody is like a little bit like mending their heart, stepping back, taking time. It might have been, the words might have been hurtful. So we talk about what you're manifesting. But sometimes things like that need to happen to set us free, to liberate us from something that wasn't longer good. And I always encourage people to speak. Communication is the key to so many things. But many people, they don't want to, you know, set a trigger. They don't want to create a difficult situation. But what it reminds me of, you know, here when the rice is harvested, they burn the rice fields. Why? To create new soil and to prepare for the new planting the new rice. So sometimes everything has to burn so we can create something new. And sometimes that means we have an argument, we have a discussion which is more heated, people seeing things different, and we have the butterflies here. It could be like really transformational, and yeah, Could have been about when you get something from someone when they die. Could have been they don't need to be dying yet, not yet, but but about inheritance, about money, about material stuff. Yeah. So let's see. And then we have underneath the Five of Wands, the High Priestess. So there could have been something you didn't know. Maybe somebody kept a secret from you in regards to, as I said, inheritance. It could have also been, I have to say it, if it's regarding your father or your brother, inheritance stuff. If it's connected to your husband, it could have been that there is another lady involved, like sort of, cheating, finding out something, and it created turmoil. Yeah, so there's definitely something about secrets, about not being out in the open, being kept behind the veil so you don't see it. And then we have, this is really interesting, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse underneath the Four of Swords. So the Eight of Wands upright is a card of movement, and in reverse it's a card of nothing is moving back and forth, no communication at the moment. And there additional card came out, which is Judgment. So this situation is a situation which calls forth healing. Yeah, so an old version is coming to, an old version of you or the situation is crumbling so you can rise, and you're called to surrender. You're called to surrender to the situation, to sit back, to feel what has been brought up through these challenges, through this secret coming out into the open. Looking into your own darkness, but still seeing the light. Asking yourself, what is my part in this situation? There could be something about religious stuff also I'm seeing. I don't know 100% how, but you will know. It might not be for everybody. Leaving church can be something that's for some of you. I'm always reading everything I see because I think it's important. So could be also about mindset, about expanding beyond what you have been sort of limited to. No, beyond, expanding beyond what you have grown up with is also what I'm getting. And I want to have two more cards. Where is this leading towards? What is pile number 3 manifesting? And don't be like, I don't want to manifest this. As I said, it's really like things like that happen. You have the Magician on the bottom. So something powerful new is emerging from that. I love this. And we have the Six of Cups. A card of, when you think back, for example, to childhood, the good old days, thinking back, bringing up fond memories. So trust that this situation is finding healing. Yeah, look, both people will get, you will get what is yours. If we're speaking, for example, about inheritance, there is balance. In the end, the situation will be balanced. Right now, it needed to sort of shake you, shake the family, shake your father, husband, brother, son, whoever it is, and you together to create a new understanding, to create an awakening of some sort. So you can come back together again and find common ground. And I tell you, really, I've seen it so many times, especially in between different generations, when the youngsters, they have a completely different mindset than their parents or their grandparents. And then there is a fight, and then afterwards there is a possibility to talk about things anew, because everybody could get that steam off and that suppressed emotions. Because many times, I know it from my own family, and we have the 10 of Cups underneath. People don't want to, there's a word, like trigger, or like they don't want to bring it up because they don't want to fight, but in the end it's boiling underneath the surface. So it's always just better to talk about it, bring it out, address and say, look, I have to talk about something with you because I'm feeling so many emotions around that. And how you can do it is speaking out of your own perspective. Say, look, what you're doing there, it makes me feel like this and this and that. Saying how it makes you feel, instead of saying you did that and you made it wrong and you la. Say, look, I try to share my experience, and I'm also open to see your experience, and then finding that common ground, finding a way to go and connect with each other again, instead of everybody trying, to sort of push the other one to the side, and I'm right and I know what's the thing to do and I have the best idea, and like calling ego games in. So focus on the fond memories you have with that person. There's a bond, a very loving bond there, and focus on that. Ask, what would love do? And love wouldn't do this. Maybe, sometimes love is tough, and then it always brings us closer together if we have the intention to find common ground, so everybody feels understood, seen, and appreciated in the situation. Whew. So yeah, you're manifesting that. You're manifesting growth and a better situation like it is now, with Mr. Magician on the background. So I'd be curious if you want to share what is going on for you. It might have already happened because we're already sort of in the energy of the Lionsgate portal, or it might happen around that time, or you might feeling now this is the hint you needed to speak up. Let me know if you want to share it. Hit the like and the subscribe button so you never miss a reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to look deeper in the situation, if you need some support, please reach out for a personal reading. And it was a pleasure to read for you today. I'm wishing you all the best. I'm wishing you an abundant August, and I see you very, very soon. Bye.